This is the story of For Whom the Bell Tolls by Ernest Hemingway. It is not only a story about war, it is a story about love, courage, sacrifice, and the quiet dignity of people who know they may not live to see tomorrow. The novel takes place during the Spanish Civil War, one of the most brutal and ideological conflicts of the 20th century. On one side are the Republican guerrillas fighting against fascist forces. On the other side is the powerful army of General Franco. Into this dangerous world arrives Robert Jordan, an American professor of Spanish who has come to Spain to fight for the Republican cause. Robert Jordan is not a reckless soldier. He is thoughtful, intelligent, and deeply committed to what he believes is the right side of history. His mission is simple to describe, but almost impossible to carry out. He must blow up a bridge behind enemy lines. This bridge is strategically important. Destroying it will prevent the enemy from bringing reinforcements during an upcoming Republican offensive. But to do it, Jordan must work with a small band of guerrilla fighters hiding in the mountains. These fighters are ordinary people, farmers, villagers, survivors of a brutal war. Among them is Pilar, a fierce and powerful woman who acts as the emotional center of the group. There is also Pablo, the former leader of the guerrillas, who has become fearful and disillusioned after witnessing too much violence. And then there is Maria. Maria is young, gentle, and deeply wounded by the horrors of war. Her family was murdered by fascist forces, and she carries both physical and emotional scars. Yet despite everything she has suffered, Maria still has the ability to love. When Robert Jordan meets Maria, something unexpected happens. In the middle of war, destruction, and death, love appears. Their relationship grows quickly, almost desperately, because both of them know that time is painfully short. Hemingway shows us something powerful here. War destroys many things, homes, cities, families, but it cannot completely destroy the human capacity for love. Meanwhile, the tension around the bridge mission grows. The guerrilla group is divided. Some believe the mission is necessary for the Republican cause. Others fear it will bring certain death. Pablo even considers betraying the mission to save himself. Hemingway carefully builds the suspense. Every conversation feels heavy with danger. Because in war, courage and fear live side by side. Finally, the day of the attack arrives. The guerrillas move toward the bridge. Gunfire erupts, explosions shake the mountains. The mission is chaotic and deadly. But Robert Jordan succeeds. The bridge is destroyed. The Republican offensive can proceed, yet victory comes at a terrible cost. While escaping, Robert Jordan is severely wounded. His leg is shattered, and he cannot travel with the others. He knows the truth immediately. If he stays with them, the entire group will be slowed down and eventually captured or killed. So he makes a decision, one of the most quietly heroic decisions in literature. He tells Maria and the others to leave him behind. They resist. Maria refuses to abandon him. But Robert Jordan insists, because sometimes love means letting someone go. He stays behind in the forest with his rifle, waiting for the enemy soldiers to arrive. Not out of despair, but out of purpose. His final act will be to delay the pursuing enemy long enough for his companions to escape. The novel ends with Robert Jordan lying on the forest floor, injured but calm, preparing himself for the last moment of his life. He listens to the sounds of the forest. He remembers Maria. He steadies his rifle. And he waits. This ending captures the essence of Hemingway's writing. Quiet courage, dignity in the face of death, and the belief that a single human life is connected to all others. The title itself carries a profound meaning. For Whom the Bell Tolls comes from a famous meditation by the English poet John Donne. The passage says, "Never send to know for whom the bell tolls, it tolls for thee." The message is simple but powerful. Every death diminishes us because we are all part of the same human community. Hemingway's novel is not just about the Spanish Civil War. It is about human solidarity. It reminds us that suffering in one place affects all of humanity. Critically, For Whom the Bell Tolls is considered one of Hemingway's greatest achievements. Published in 1940, it combines his famous simple prose with deep philosophical reflection. Unlike many war novels that focus only on battles, Hemingway focuses on the inner lives of his characters, their fears, doubts, hopes, and moral struggles. Robert Jordan himself represents the tragic idealist. He believes in freedom, justice, and sacrifice, yet he also begins to question the brutal realities of ideological war. This complexity makes the novel powerful even today. It shows that war is not just about heroes and villains. It is about ordinary people forced into impossible choices. And perhaps that is why the novel continues to move readers. Because in the end, For Whom the Bell Tolls asks a timeless question. What does it mean to live a meaningful life in a world full of violence and uncertainty? Robert Jordan answers that question not with words, but with his final act of courage. And as the enemy soldiers approach through the forest, the reader understands the truth behind the title. The bell that tolls for Robert Jordan is a bell that tolls for all of us.